And here we go. Just checking to make sure everything is working over here. New settings. Oh, and actually, does my beautiful voice sound much better now that I have fixed it? Oh, yes, yes. I was suffering from a combination of a couple of different issues, including that thing where the latest patch of OBS, if you ever put a window so it completely covers your OBS recorder with the latest patch, your sound goes wonky. A lot of streamers have been having problems with it. So naturally, I downloaded this update right before I started streaming my 14-hour stream of Subnautica Below Zero. And I did not do any testing on this new patch that I just downloaded before doing a 14-hour stream, and the whole thing sounds absolutely terrible. But life's like that, you live and learn. Mark Antony's troops fell to spoil. It takes you already. Well, I would be a fool to say no to some hit points. Wait a cotton-picking minute. Where's the thingy? I did change some settings with this. Oh! Because I changed my channel names to match. Oh, by the way, if you have a saved bookmark instead of just, following my channel and clicking to get here from, like, your Twitch homepage, which, I mean, I'm flattered, but also very surprised. You need to update that, because my Twitch channel name has now been updated to match my YouTube channel name, because people were getting very confused. But it's not the name of the YouTube channel where the VODs for my Twitch channel go, because that would be too easy. But it's closer to making sense than what we had before. We're moving in a sensible direction. Like, as a society, we've made it clear that sensible people is who we want to be. Oh, does it have to be all lowercase? Because... yeah, okay. That's not the only thing that's changed with our voting system. We are getting rid of the voting timer game. Fact is, I was not doing a very good job of keeping up on top of it, and I just do not have the resources right now to develop a mod to automate the process. That would take resources away from all of the mods that I'm already don't have enough resources to develop. So, and doing it manually just wasn't working. I have literally too much brain damage to be expected to keep track of that shit. So we have set the timers very low. For those of you who were always complaining that the timers were always too short. Oh, and speaking of things that people have been complaining about. This thingy right here. I got rid of it because I was afraid that it annoyed people. But when I got rid of it, people complained that it was gone. So it's back now. I clearly don't understand y'all kids these days and what you want. But never let it be said that I do not listen to the consumer. If this is a thing that you want down here, that's fine. It ain't hurting me none. I'll slap it right down there. Oh yeah, get rid of all those pesky liquids that are bothering us out here in the middle of the desert. Don't want to put up with those, none. Oh, excuse me. Someday, I will remember to implement a microphone muting hotkey. But today is not that day. This will probably not be as long of a stream as I'm usually doing. Definitely will not be a 14-hour stream like what I did with... with Subnautica Below Zero. And also, it has come to my attention that while the 12-hour VOD limit does not necessarily apply to all monetized streamers anymore, us non-monetized streamers, very definitely, all of us, cannot make VODs more than 12 hours long. So the last 2 hours of that stream are gone. Honestly, the ending is not terribly climactic. I would not encourage you to sit through the 12 hours of it that are there, let alone another 2 hours after that, because at the end the game crashes and my save gets corrupted, and I don't finish Subnautica Below Zero. It's Not a narratively satisfying ending. Just isn't. If I'd had my druthers, I would have done it differently. Now, there's also been a difference change to the voter interaction thing. I have not removed all of the negative things that you can do to it. Like this one here that stuffs me full of food and slows me down. But there are two types of negative random events that I have removed from the game. The ones that basically turn your weapon into a blow yourself up device, and thus make it so you effectively just have to sit there and wait for this 30-second debuff to wear off before you can go back to playing the game. I feel like that, while well-intentioned, generally makes for 30 seconds of very boring stream that doesn't interest anyone. Maybe I just need to have more faith in my ability to fill 30 seconds of dead air with random chatter. And the whole point here is to get in some yapping practice. For those of you who aren't aware, I started this streaming thing because I suffered some brain damage that impacted my language ability, and this is basically physical therapy. Not, I don't know, at one point in time I did consider myself a fairly eloquent person, but as I get older I realize a lot of things I thought I was really good at, I was actually kind of mid at. And that's not the travesty I would have thought it was when I was younger. I think you got him, guys. That's kind of ironic, because I heard somebody earlier today, a streamer who shall go nameless, because this isn't exactly a flattering statement. I heard somebody today talking about how kids these days think that mid is such an insult. Back in the day, it was okay to be ordinary. And I'm here to tell you that this person is significantly younger than me, and that ain't true, brah. There have always been two types of people in the world. People who are content being ordinary, and people who are afflicted with the curse of ambition. And the former group of people are far happier and often more productive. There's an old joke about how it's better to be the guy who finishes his degree with a C average than the guy who gets 90% of his way through a degree with an A average and then has to be committed to a mental hospital because he cracked up under the strain. Oh, that's, like one of those guys has a degree and one of those guys can never run for political office. Well, I mean, he can, but he won't win. There's no law that says that you can't run a country if you've been committed to a mental hospital, but you know and I know that that ain't gonna happen. There's a stigma there. Better to suffer in silence and hide your problems and even the problems of your family members if you want to have a political career. That's why so many political families have an extremely dodgy brother or cousin somewhere who's done something unspeakably heinous and they've just buried it. Yeah, it's like they say, it's anybody's guess if it was the Bushes or the Clintons or the Trumps. But everybody know Epstein didn't do himself like that. Because they all had a good reason to want him very quiet. It's the price that we pay as a society for not being able to talk openly about mental health issues. Especially when they are the dangerous kind of mental health issues that turn people into dangerous predators. And it's only natural that those would be the most stigmatized ones, but those are also the ones that we most need to be able to deal with out in the open. Oh no. Okay, so these fire guys exude gravity. Wow, that does everything except something useful. Please tell me you're a hallucination. Oh, good. Yeah, maybe I set the timer a little too short. This is getting a little out of hand. I say that, but I am actually still alive. Oh, right, she's got a wand. Smoke is now something else. Okay, so while she's distracted by the frog that's immune to melee damage. Oh, no, I've made a terrible mistake. Oh, last hit point. Oh, but she's down. Oh, that was dumb. Won the fight and lost the war. All right, let's turn that timer up just a couple of ticks. Just a couple of ticks. This is not going to be an ongoing thing. We'll like turn up the vote duration a little bit so they're not like overlapping on top of each other quite so much. Surfing USA. Okay, now I'm on fire. Put me out. Nope, nope, nope. What's this? Oh, my wand leaves a spark trail now. I gotta be careful not to set myself on fire. Oh no, it's not just sparks, it's lava! Okay, that's over with. Hmm. Wow, if only I had somebody to fight with this thing, that would be pretty cool. Somebody who wouldn't immediately rush me to attack in melee. Yeah, that's gonna end well. I have a good feeling about this. Oh, okay. I am not 100% sure exactly what just happened. But it was one, pretty cool, and two, pretty dangerous. Oh. Well, I really thought this one through, didn't I? Let's hope that none of these randomized votes kill me. Okay, well... Whoops. Wanted to kick that a little closer to the wall there first, but probably doesn't matter. Steve's not going to blame me for that, right? Well, more correctly, that's not deep enough to anger Steve. I'd say that reminds me of a funny story about a fire in a brewery, but it's probably only funny if nobody you knew died of burning and or alcohol poisoning. Was it George Carlin who said, tragedy is when I stubbed my toe, comedy is when you fall in an open sewer and die? It's all about perspective. Somebody else wrote a corollary that was comedy is tragedy times distance. Oh no! Oh no! Well, that just raises further questions. octuple spell? How does anyone ever have the mana to maintain such an abomination? Have fun devouring each other and drowning in a hole, rats. Alright. Blow a hole in the wall, dig up the gold, set myself on fire. Look through the wall. Control the spice, control the universe. Oh. Well, that's a time saver. Well, I guess now I might as well head on down. Since I've got a chainsaw, enough gold for a reroll or two, and a healing potion. Rookie mines all the way up here? Oh, because of you punks, eh? No, that didn't make no sense neither. Why don't you guys go find a flame master to squirt water on? Or get struck by lightning or something. Delicious clown souls. You know what? This is a great time to be somewhere else. I might need to rebalance the number of healing effects there are, but that one has just come up consistently, hasn't it? That's all my rerolls. Oh no! Okay, apparently I missed one. And the mana drain on the explosion is too high to make this machine gun work anyway. On the one hand, I have created an unlimited ammo rocket launcher, which is pretty cool. Oh, hey, Steve. Yeah, can we not right now? Right. No, that's the opposite of how that works. Berserkium is great for mining because it makes my explosions more exploding. Oh. It's not great for mining because it makes my explosions more exploding. I don't recognize this spell. What does this do? Okay, but hear me out. So smoke is still smoke. It's something else that is also smoke. I might take back what I said about there being too much good stuff in this randomizer. There might be exactly the right amount of terrible stuff in it. Like, for example, my only... The wand that just might have given me a chance to fight Steve could suddenly turn into a bunch of gigasaws and become useless. An omnidirectional gigasaw launcher, which might as well just be a give up button. Because you know what's worse than shooting out a barrage of saws that come right back at you? A barrage of saws that come right back at you from every direction. Here's what we're going to do. Ah, swish. What are you going to do? Send two Steves after me? Oh, they even got my chainsaw, didn't they? What a sparkly thing. Okay, you know what? No, 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 that'll never work. Oh, okay, I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Oh, because that is the wrong one. All right. Take this off of there before I cut myself in half. You know what? I can work with this. This is fine. Oh yeah, this isn't like one match away from becoming a total fiasco. I'm just gonna wash this toxic slime off in this lake of whiskey. Oh, I thought I had a second lord. Ah. Okay. And that's fun. I like that. An explosion that, while small, doesn't have an ammo limit and needs some sort of clever trick to get it over there instead of up in my face. Still, bloop, bloop, bloop. More of that. No more of that. Destroys terrain, but not wildly. That's... How often is that going to come up? Um... What does that mean? Well, there's only one way to find out. Ah! Get it off! Quick bath in the blood of my enemies to get this poison slime off. Is 51 seconds enough to get all the way up to the temple? Probably don't have enough digging tech to get in there anyway, do I? It's a bit unorthodox, but it'll do for now. Definitely need to change up my streaming games. But I do still want to stick to stuff that's going to interest people. But I do have some non-gaming streams planned after a fashion. In as much as anything that I do is planned. definitely want to keep the bomb curse on the rotation, even though it does represent the potential to destroy the temple, because it is so potentially useful if I don't do anything stupid like fly down a dead-end path. Do I have one more in me? That go live notification is wrong. Why is it wrong, and how do I make it stop being wrong? Okay, that's inconvenient. Hey-ho. But, a game I've been looking at is Blueprints. I've seen a couple other people streaming it, so I've seen some bits and bobs of it, so I can't claim to be doing a blind Let's Play of it, but I can claim to have not seen the whole thing and be very interested in seeing the parts that go in between the various bits that I've seen. Yeah. And now I'm on fire. And I have flammable oil. That's not gonna help with the whole fire thing. I shall quench these flames in the blood of my enemies. You are the event horizon. much better base stats on this wand, even if it has the same projectile type. But you can really hear the difference. I don't need that guy's gold coins that badly that I will contend with his flaming acid blood. Sometimes you just gotta admit, that's not a thing I need to do right now. The jump scare would be a lot more effective if it didn't display the name of what they voted, of what the vote was for, until after the boss. It really only gets you the first time in this one. And I don't actually mind a good jump scare. Haha, you got me. All in good fun. I can be a sport about that. And if I was good enough at this game that there was a reasonable expectation that I could come back from having my holy mountain Steve while I'm trying to tinker with my wand, I wouldn't mind that. But the fact is, I'm not on that level yet. Oh, wait, nope, that's actually where I wanted to put that, was right here. Dagnabbit. Oops. Right, make a space. Does that just not work at all? Because that's the third time I've gotten that one and it hasn't appeared to do anything. Unless it changes the stats rather than the... Yeah, this one's still doing what it's supposed to do, so if it's changed the stats, it hasn't changed them in a way that's going to stop me from using it effectively. Well, that was a waste of time. Scary stuff. Well, I do not need 2 of these. Oh, hey, I'm being stuffed full of food again. Okay, not my best moment. But what was new in there? Oh, this Scully dude. I guess he's not the same as that dude. That one was short. I can do one more. I really do want to discover something new. Or at least get to the one of the 2 things that I know about that I haven't gotten to. Because I have gotten some itty-bitty spoilers. We've got water, bombs, and sparks. Oh, goody. Oh, these are not suspicious ducks. As far as basic non-combo spells, I actually quite like this spell. It's just... it really falls off when you start stacking stuff together. I could have waited 2 more seconds. That would have been fine. Alright, we got an extra health. We got 1 reroll. We don't really have enough to build a cool weapon. Oh wow, it's a good thing that dynamite chucker didn't get me with this wand of dynamite sticks. That could have been really ordinary. Oh, blood doesn't put you out, huh? Doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Nope. Oh, my bombs have turned into wind puffs. That's probably not extremely helpful. Oh, that... If I understand correctly what I have just done, diamonds are now mana potions. Yeah, I think it's time to accept my limitations. Okay, chainsaw. I wish I knew what that was. Is there a way I can access, like, a glossary? Yeah, it's this thing right here, and that is bigger spitter bolt. Oh no! Oh no! Must be one of these guys. Spawners over here somewhere. Oh no! Oops. Oh. I did not see that guy had a wand. It's the same one. Yeah. Okay. I really do think that is all I have in me for today, gang. I'm gonna go have a lie down. But thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the dead, and you all have a wonderful day now.